So I'm going to be showing you how I remove my dip nails today. This whole process should take about 7 to 8 minutes. And then first of all, I'm going to show you all the supplies that I have. So this is a bowl of hot water. It's kind of a large glass bowl, and I heated it in the microwave for about 3 minutes so that it's hot to the touch. When I put my finger in, I can't keep it in for too long because it's too hot, and that's right about how you want it to be. I'm going to be using this gel soak-off from Onyx. I get this at Walmart. It's blue. I'm going to be using a little bit of this one today too, but that's just because I need to use it up. This is the one I stock up on now and prefer, is this gel soak-off. I have a little bit of coconut oil, which I'm just going to be putting in my baggie to help keep my cuticles moist. And I have a gallon-size Ziplock and a half of a little dish green scrubby. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be filling my baggie with all of these supplies and then putting both my hands at the same time and scrubbing them together. So in the baggie, this is going to be the motion that I'm doing, like this. And I have right now, I think 4 layers of dip on my nails. So this process is going to take about 7 minutes. But if I had more layers on, like 5 or 6 layers of dip, or had any chunky glitters, it might take an additional 2 to 3 minutes. So I'm just going to go ahead and show you guys how I do it in real time now. You're going to want to use about 1/3 a bottle of the dip. I don't have quite 1/3. Sorry, I said dip, I meant remover. I don't have 1/3 of a bottle right now, so I'm going to be using up some of this. I have more of this blue stuff, but like I said, I'm trying to use this up. So I didn't have a full 1/3 of that blue, but that's because I'm adding some of this other stuff. I do recommend the blue though. So in my baggie I have about this much. Even more would be better, but I'm just using up what I have right now. I can add more if I need. And then I'm going to take a tiny scoop of coconut oil and add it to my baggie. This is just going to help keep my cuticles moist because the acetone is very drying. So that blue gel soak-off is very drying. Now I'm just going to throw this in there. And I'm going to let the acetone just kind of heat up for a couple of seconds before I get my hands in there and get them dirty. Once the acetone is kind of warmed up. Okay, while this is warming up, I'm going to get my baby another powder. Okay, now I'm just going to go ahead and this is what my nails look like right now. I'm just going to go ahead and stick my hands in and start scrubbing away. So like I showed you that motion that I'm going to be using, I'm just going to stick my hands in here and make sure that they're covered in acetone and start scrubbing them. Making sure that they're coated as much as possible in the acetone and as deep in the hot water as possible because that hot water is going to help speed up the process. But I'm scrubbing both my hands at the same time. And I'll show you what it looks like. In about 3 minutes, the first layer or 2 of my dip will be off. A lot of people use a nail file to take off the top layer of top coat before they start soaking off their dip. I don't do that because it takes an extra 2 to 3 minutes. And I don't need it with this. Like I said, I built an apex with these nails, which means that I did like 1 or 2 strips of really thin dip, and then I did full layers. I think I have a total of like 4 or 5, but only 2 of them are full layers. So if you have a lot of full layers, like 5 full layers of dip or something thick like that, and chunky glitters, then it might take a couple of more minutes. But comes off pretty fast this way. So that hot water, the blue soak-off, this dish scrubby pad is key because I've seen a lot of people use paper towels, and I've used paper towels before too, and it's not as fast. It takes way longer. Just the nails don't have any friction. There's nothing, paper towels are so smooth, there's nothing to grip onto that nail dip once it gets softened and actually rip it off. So, I love these green dish scrubby pads. You can actually get these at the dollar store, and they come in these huge packs. But the ones at the dollar store, after you've used them one time in this acetone, they will melt away and be unusable. I like these green ones because I can reuse this again and again. So I will throw this baggie away. but this green dish scrubber, I'll just rinse off in my sink and I'll put it in my cupboard and I'll use it again next time. This is not the first time I've used it and it won't be the last. Okay, so I've been doing it for a minute or two and I'm going to show you what it looks like now. You can see it's starting to come off there on the sides. Let's keep going. Again, like chunky glitters, those are the ones that take the longest to get off. And if you do a lot of layers of dip, that's going to take even longer. But this is by far the fastest method that I found. I know a lot of people use hot rice instead of hot water, but I don't do that because I think it wastes rice. And also sometimes if you heat it up too hot, the rice can get burnt and like pop like a Rice Krispie. And I just think water is so easy to work with. You just toss it down the sink when you're done with it. And I throw my baggie of acetone away when I just seal it up and throw it away when I'm done with it. I haven't found a better way to dispose of acetone. If you know of anything, let me know. Otherwise, this is the best method that I know of. Okay, so this video is now 6 minutes long. That includes me showing you all of my materials and explaining my method and getting my baby a cracker. And look at that. So that's pretty impressive. Now this color's coming off easily. I've had other colors that don't come off as easily, but still, I mean, this is such a time saver. Doing one hand at a time even is not worth it. Just get dirty, get your hands in there, and get scrubbing. It comes right off. I used to dread the removal process because I've tried things that, like sticking cotton balls full of acetone on my nails for 30 minutes and trying to get it off. That took like an hour. I've tried doing this with a paper towel instead of the green dish scrubber. I've tried it all, and this is so fast. It's drastically cut down the time it takes me to do my nails. And nobody enjoys the removal process. The dipping process is really fun and creative, and I just love it, but the removal process is not fun. So this really makes it so it only takes me, including gathering up all my materials and then cleaning up after myself, maybe takes me about 15 minutes to get my nails removed. And I think that's really good because it includes gathering my materials and making sure I have every last bit of dip off. Now, once you've pretty much completely removed the dip, you might find that your nails have a little bit of residue on them. So just wash them really good, and then you can also take like a nail scraper, like a metal cuticle scraper, or a nail file, and just file off any residue that might be building up. Okay, so this video is now 8 minutes long, and that includes all my prep work, and look where we're at. Pretty good. Sorry if this isn't focusing very well. It's my iPhone, so I can't really see, but we're almost done here. I think we are 8 minutes in now, and I think I actually started soaking at 2 minutes, and so I think we're actually 6 minutes in the acetone. Just going to show you again really quick where we're at. So this pinky is not coming off as well. The other hand has a couple little hot spots that I got to spend a few minutes on here. So I'll spend my last minute kind of getting this last little bit off. Hey, you're okay. Hey, Benson, can you get Lane another cracker for me, please? And you do want to get all of it off with the acetone. If it has like tiny little bits left, like on this nail right there, that middle finger, sorry if it's not focusing, keep going until it comes off because that won't come off easily with a scraper. You want to make sure you get it all off. So I'm going to just look at the pantry. Maybe get him an applesauce or something. I just need him to stop fussing. Okay, and now I'm checking my nails to see if there's any left. This hand is completely done, And this video is almost 10 minutes long. This one has a tiny bit left on the thumb. And pinky. Pinky, baby. Okay, and there you have it. So now the dip is completely off. This is not dip, that's just residue. That's just residue from whatever is in the baggie. So now the dip is completely off all of my nails, and this video is 10.5 minutes long, so that probably took about 7 or 8 minutes. So that's how you remove dip nail. I really hope that this video was helpful.